To love justice is to be kind. In this case, the leader who loves justice takes the side of the populace and protects them from the impunity of a reckless class. By doing this, the leader brings peace and avoids being hated and scorned. Is this the definition of Seyi Makinde? Note that one can be hated for being good or bad, but a skillful leader understands that coming to equity with good hands provides a buffer that cannot be penetrated by the hate from doing good. That good leader comes good by planning and completing projects, for this brings honor to a leader. Is this the definition of Seyi Makinde? Seyi Makinde, the governor for your state, is on state affairs. Are you good to go with the radio man? The radio man is here, and the program is State Affairs. I am Edmund Obilo. Good morning and welcome. Do not forget that in this class, questions will be asked. Do not forget that in this class of politics and power, answers will come. Let me begin by laying the groundwork. Democracy is more effective when the political and economic systems accommodate new elites, thus spreading the wealth of society to a larger number. Do you agree with the radio man? That is one lesson to take as we go. I make another point. This liberalization of democracy is also the exploration of the opportunities communication and culture offer and the responsibilities that come with them. It is also about using technology and new media to expand powers to learn and exchange ideas and experiences. That is lesson number 2 in this political class. We'll take more lessons as we go. It's a class of politics and power. Governor Seyi Makinde, it's good to have you on State Affairs.
Thank you so much, Edmund. It's always a pleasure, to be with you. Sometimes with myself and yourself, the hunted usually may become the hunter. So it's nice to be here this morning. Let me use the opportunity to greet all our people at home. Moki Yawa Nile. Well, mo fẹ́ sọ pé lóko àti lẹ́yìn odi, ṣùgbọ́n maybe àwọn tó wà lẹ́yìn odi kò sí ilé àtòkò ti jápọ̀ ní Ọ̀yọ́ State nsìn because pẹ̀lú àwọn kan tá a ṣe, we've been able to stem rural urban migration. So mo kí gbogbo yín, and let me also use this opportunity to say thank you to the whole of Ọ̀yọ́ State for the opportunity given to me to serve you this past 3+ years. So, Edmund, I'm here.
Yes, you're here. The governor is here. Yesterday, the aviation fuel tank depot was commissioned. What do you intend to achieve with that project?
Well, when we came in 2019, we had a roadmap for accelerated development of Oyo State. And that roadmap put the work that we have to do on 4 major pillars: education, healthcare delivery, expansion of our economy, and security. Under expansion of our economy, we said we will provide infrastructure. That leg on itself will put on 2 major legs then: agribusiness and infrastructure that targets our economy. So the aviation fuel storage and dispensing facility at the airport is to allow our economy to further expand. The airport is the gateway to Oyo State, and when we came in, you barely would get, a flight every day. So we struggled. We encouraged airlines to come in here, but they had challenges, and a major challenge for them was being able to fuel when they come to Ibadan Airport. Airpeace, for instance, most times they're not able to bring in a full load passengers because they have to carry fuel that will bring them and take them out of Ibadan Airport. So we decided that, look, we need to ensure that airlines are able to, come to Oyo State with full load passengers, with even cargo, and they should be able to, sleep over and leave very early in the morning. The reason why you don't have a 7 a.m. flight out of that airport is because the airlines, will have to come from somewhere, Lagos or Abuja. So it takes a bit of time because they are not able to sleep over here. So with the aviation fuel facility at the airport, now we're pushing the airport towards an international standard. We need to still do a couple of things: expand the runway so that we can bring in, ideally, big cargo aircraft, to come in there. But what we are targeting is to make Ibadan Airport an international airport that will be a true alternative airport to Lagos.
Is that your duty? That's a federal government airport, is it not?
Yes, but the people the airport is serving, are they federal government people? They are Oyo State people. They are our people. You have, that airport serves people from Ogun State and also from Osun State. Ogun State, all the people around the Jebu axis, they prefer to come here. Even people living at Iperu, all the way to Shagamu, because it's from there about 35-40 minutes now to get to our airport here. It will take them 1 or 2 hours, to get to the airport in Lagos. So we should really take advantage, of that base where we can attract, a lot of people. And also that's why we are expanding the infrastructure around the airport itself. It's not just the aviation fuel storage terminal. We have dualized the airport road itself. Along that corridor, we have the road that is going from the airport through Ajia with a spot to Amuloko. That is targeting the road through Akara to Ijebu-Igbo so that Ijebu people can also come here. We're also fixing the road from Iwo Road all the way to our border with Osun. Ideally, if they play their own part, that should allow people from Iwo, from Oshogbo, to come seamlessly through our own airport here.
Mr. Governor, have you done the calculation? What would this investment bring to the people in terms of number? How many jobs will it create? How will it expand the economy? Did you do that calculation?
Yes, it's actually a no-brainer, Edmund. If you have people passing through here, going through that airport, on a daily basis, I've said to people that for that airport to really be optimally utilized, aircraft should be landing and taking off every 30 minutes. If you go to the airport, before this administration came in, if you land at Ibadan airport, you either must have somebody who will come and pick you up, or you have to walk out of the airport to look for a taxi. But now you have a taxi park right inside the airport because a lot of activities now are going on around that airport. So now that aviation fuel facility itself is going to employ a number of people. It has been concessioned to a local company above us. So it's a way of first encouraging local patronage and also encouraging our local people, to have jobs.
Yes, the governor of Oyo State is on state affairs. I don't want to lead the interrogation today. I want you at home to lead it. We are streaming on all platforms, on Facebook. We are streaming on YouTube. So go on Splash FM page on Facebook. You can watch the program live. Leave your questions there. What is it that bothers you? Your governor is here. Do the interrogation. Let me be the moderator here. But if you don't do it, I will begin to do it. Now, you can also watch this program on Edmund Obilo's pages on Facebook. So go on my pages, you can watch the program. You can tweet at me. Throw your question as the governor. I'm on Twitter, so I'm waiting to get your tweets. Tweet at me, tweet at Splash FM 105.5. At Splash FM 1055. Just tweet at us. Let your questions keep coming. I can see you here. This, Mr. Governor, on Saturday, are you going to tell me now who support in the presidential election? Mr. Governor.
I supported fairness, justice, and equity.
Mr. Governor, you supported Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
I supported a united Nigeria.
Does that mean Tinubu?
A Nigeria that gives opportunity to every part of this country.
Is that equal to Tinubu?
Well, if you say so.
No, you say so. You delivered your word to Tinubu.
He defeated me out there. So,
he defeated you, or you delivered the word to him?
How do you deliver your word? You allow people, to express themselves. Democracy is about people expressing themselves, through the ballot. So a lot of our people, that's what they decided to do. They decided that, look, we want, after 8 years of presidency in the north, they wanted to come to the south. And this place being southwest, one of theirs, was a candidate election. So they supported one of their own.
They supported one of their own.
Yeah.
And they voted against your men. You didn't win any territorial position.
Well, you see, when you go into a context, you have to situate things appropriately. We had a survey before that election. We knew that a lot of our people are agitating for a country where there's fairness, there's justice, there's equity, and I pointed it out to our party. When the party hierarchy came here, including the party's candidates in that election, I did not mince words. I did not hide, to let them know what is going on. I told the candidates, as of that particular day, they were even yet to appoint officially the DG of the campaign. So I told our candidates that, look, you want to run on being a unifier. You want to unify this country. Okay. You need to unify your own party first. You need to do things based on, what is fair and what is just and what is equitable within the party. And I said you were going to announce, because as of that time, we knew they were going to announce Governor Tambuwa as the DG of the campaign. So I said, look, this is what you're trying to do. I don't have anything against Governor Tambuwa. He is competent. He can be the DG of the campaign. But a situation where, the presidential candidate, comes from one part of the country, the chairman of the party from that same part of the country, the DG of the campaign from that same part of the country, I felt, look, that is really sheer arrogance. And privately, I mentioned to him that, look, we have almost very similar situation in Oyo State in 2003. The party in power then, AD, they were, quite arrogant. The deputy governor came from Okeogun axis of the state. And for Oyo North senatorial, you have two major zones in there. You have Okeogun axis and you have Ogbomoso axis. And then they took the senatorial candidate again from Okeogun axis. Of course, they were punished because basically they were insensitive to the plight of Ogbomoso people. If we're saying, look, let's align and do certain things together, and then everything that we want to do, is going towards your own side alone. I think that's not fair enough, and that is what we fought against. And I am glad that I am a part of a process that redrew the electoral map of Nigeria. Now, that arrogance, I believe with the result of last Saturday's election is basically behind us.
When you say redraw the electoral map, how do you mean?
Well, now we know that people will have to seek for alignment. If you want to rule this country, you're not just going to say because, I'm from a certain part of the country, then that is the only qualification that I require to rule rule this country. Now you have to build bridges, you have to reach out to others. You don't assume or just say that certain people just don't matter.
Utum, your friend in Benue, has paid the price. Your friend in Enugu, Ugwain, has paid the price. Your friend in Abia, Ikbazu, did not win his senatorial contest. Will Seyi Makinde pay the price?
Well, that is left to the people of Oyo State. But let me say this, and I've said it at a certain forum before, that look, if I have to choose between, my political survivor and doing what is right and what is just, what is equitable within the political space in Nigeria, I would choose to forgo my political career.
Seyi Makinde is a man of justice, fair play, equity. That is who you are, right?
Yes, Edmund. And that's who I'd always been.
Remember that he that comes to equity must come with clean hands. Are your hands clean?
Yeah, well, bring whatever issues you think I've done that does not show fairness or equity. When we came in to government, we tried to take along with us every part of this state. And the first decision I took was, look, we have 14 federal constituencies in Oyo State. And the commissionership slot that you have is about 17. And I said 14 out of that 17 must be representative of the federal constituencies in Oyo State. So we chose one commissioner from each of those federal constituencies, and the other three, we brought in, sometimes non-politicians, to man certain technical areas. But we didn't stop at that. We also looked at, the religious balance. We ensured that the composition of that cabinet, is not skewed, towards one religion. So, if you have any other thing, you can let me know.
The governor for your state, Seyi Makinde, is on State Affairs. We'll be back after this break.
State Affairs with Edmund Obilo is live.
Splash FM 105.5.
Seyi Makinde, promise maker, promise keeper. Ètò ààbò àti àlàáfíà lọ. Mọ́tẹ̀lẹ̀ ìṣèjọba rere rẹ̀. Ambassador Dr. Akande Kazeem Babatunde ATM láti ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ Ìdó ló wá ń sọ fún wa wípé ká ṣàmójútó agbègbè wa. Ká ṣọ́ra fún eré àṣàpàjúdé. ATM lónìí. Ká túbọ̀ àwọ́pọ̀ ṣàtìlẹ́yìn fún ìjọba rere. Lábẹ́ gómìnà Seyi Makinde, ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ò ní bàjẹ́.
When I wake up in the morning, I need something to help me start my day. Start my day. 3, 4, 5, 6. teach me to be smart, oh. My own milk, oh, 8, 4, 5, 6 years.
La.
Ìyá ọlọ́gbọ́n. Èwo lẹ̀ ń ṣe?
Mo ń ṣe oúnjẹ òwúrọ̀ pẹ̀lú mílìkì ìdàgbàsókè PIC 456.
Oúnjẹ òwúrọ̀ pẹ̀lú mílìkì ìdàgbàsókè PIC 456 kẹ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ó ní àlékún DHA, èyí tó ń ṣe àtìlẹ́yìn ìdàgbàsókè ọpọlọ tó jí pépé. Báwo ló tún ní káṣíọ̀mù, fítámìn D àti onígá ńlá protein láti mú àwọn ọmọ rẹ dàgbà kí wọ́n sì lágbára.
Mo fẹ́ràn ẹ̀. Màá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fi mílìkì ìdàgbàsókè PIC 456 tó ní àlékún DHA èyí tó ń ṣàtìlẹ́yìn ìdàgbàsókè ọpọlọ tó jí pépé fi kún àwọn èròjà ìṣaralóore fún àwọn ọmọ mi.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Dàgbà kó lágbára kó sì jáfáfá pẹ̀lú mílíkì ìdàgbàsókè PIC 456 lójoojúmọ́.
So good, Seyi Makinde la fẹ́. So far 2.0, Seyi Makinde la fẹ́. Ìbàdàn, Ìbàràpá, Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́, Àkìlẹ̀jẹ̀, Ọ̀yọ́mọláàfin, Òkè-Ògùn lápapọ̀ yéyéyé. So far 2.0, Seyi Makinde la fẹ́. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ESM lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Gbogbo èèyàn rere ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ tí wọ́n ti ríṣẹ́ takuntakun lórí ìlọsíwájú àti ìdàgbàsókè tòun ìgbáyégbádùn tó lórí tẹlẹ́mù èyí tí gómìnà Seyi Makinde ń ṣe jákèjádò ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ni wọ́n ń panupọ̀ wípé ẹ jẹ́ ká ìbò fún Seyi lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i. So far so good. Seyi Makinde ló ti ìgbórípò gómìnà náwó iṣẹ́ àkànṣe dé tìbútò òró ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ yàtọ̀ sí fífẹnu yaran sọ́bẹ̀. A gbọ́dọ̀ tẹ̀lẹ́nu àwọn afẹnuwájà ń wé ìwọ́n nílẹ̀ yìí. Seyi Makinde lògùn ná gbòǹgbò tí gbogbo èèyàn ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ń fẹ́ lórípò gómìnà lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i. Ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú alábùradà People's Democratic Party ni ẹ máa tẹ̀ fún lọ́jọ́ ìdìbò pérapéra PDP. Ambassador Dr. Kazeem Babatunde Akande ATM ló ń kéde.
OneXBet. Big bonuses, big odds, big wins. Download OneXBet app, make a deposit, and you get 300% bonus on up to 189,280 naira. The biggest bonus. OneXBet is a reliable bookmaker, so head up to onexbet.ng, register with promo code Welcome Nigeria, and get a huge welcome bonus on your first deposit right now. Have a chance to win. OneXBet gives you more.
Your dream to study, work, travel, and live abroad is possible with First Choice Educational Consult. Connect with us today for visa counseling, admission into foreign universities in UK or Canada, work visit to UK or Canada, or to relocate from Dubai. Reach out to us today for more information. Our head office is at 106 St. Paul's Road, Jaro, NE 323AS, Newcastle, UK. Or visit our Ibadan Southern office located at number 10 VO Esson Plaza, Oni and Sons Bus Stop, along High Court Road, Ring Road, Ibadan. Or you can call 0813-831-0147 or 091-3679-9641 or 091-3615-4279. Or you can email us at inquiries@firstchoiceeducational.com.ng and to info@firstchoiceeducational.com.ng. At First Choice Educational Consult, we are your assured expert travel consultant.
ọjọ́ kọkànlá oṣù kẹta ọdún 2023 lètò ìdìbò gómìnà ó wáyé tí ọlọ́lájọ gómìnà Seyi Makinde náà máa díje dupò fún sáà kejì lórí àpèrè gẹ́gẹ́ bí gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́. Gómìnà Seyi Makinde ṣèlérí omi tuntun. ẹni omi tuntun 1.0 ti mú àwọn nǹkan tó dáa wá fètò ẹ̀kọ́ ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́. Owó iléèwé àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ iléèwé ìjọba tó wọ́gilé. ẹ̀ẹ̀kejì ni pípèsè àga àti tábìlì kíkọ́ àwọn iléèwé ìgbàlódé tó tó 160 níye káàkiri tìbútò Ọ̀yọ́ náà gbẹ̀yìn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ló tún pèsè àwọn ohun èlò ẹ̀kọ́ fáwọn iléèwé àkàndá ìdání. Àwọn olùkọ́ 5,000 ló tún gbà síṣẹ́. Kíkọ́ àti títún àwọn yàrá ìkàwé ṣe náà gbẹ̀yìn. Sísọ iléèwé gíga LAUTECH di ti ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ nìkan ṣoṣo ń kọ́. Mílíọ̀nù lọ́nà ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́gbẹ̀ta náà ló fún iléèwé wà ní ìlú Ìsẹ́yìn. Sísọ iléèwé olùkọ́ Emmanuel Aláyàndé di iléèwé fásitì létò ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀fẹ́ ẹlẹ́gbẹ̀rún náírà. Ṣé ẹ ti ṣetán fún 2.0? Ẹ dìbò fún Seyi Báyọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí gómìnà àti igbákejì gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́. Omi tuntun 2.0 PDP power.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste it and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo 3 milky and creamy for you. It's so milky. I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids the new Milo 3-in-1, milky and creamy.
creamy. It's truly milky. It contains calcium to help your champ win every day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo! I know for everybody getting time, I don't go lose faith. I started hustle every day, I know they look face. But I know say one day I go make up. Yes, I know say one day I go blow. We move, we move, we move, we move, we move. We move, we move, we move, we move, we move. Yeah, yeah. Cause I know say one day I go make up. Yes, I know say one day I go blow.
Turn that fear into victory. What are you doing today?
When I wake up in the morning, I need something to help me start my day. Pick 4, 5, 6 has DHA. It helps my brain to grow. It helps me to be smart. Oh, my own milk, pick 4, 5, 6, yeah.
La.
Ìyá ọlọ́gbọ́n. Èwo lẹ̀ ń ṣe?
Mo ń ṣe oúnjẹ òwúrọ̀ pẹ̀lú mílìkì ìdàgbàsókè PIC 456.
Oúnjẹ òwúrọ̀ pẹ̀lú mílìkì ìdàgbàsókè PIC 456.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ó ní àlékún DHA, èyí tó ń ṣe àtìlẹ́yìn ìdàgbàsókè ọpọlọ tó jí pépé. Bákan náà ló tún ní káṣíọ̀mù, fítámìn D àti onígá ńlá protein láti mú àwọn ọmọ rẹ dàgbà kí wọ́n sì lágbára.
Mo fẹ́ràn ẹ̀. Màá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fi mílìkì ìdàgbàsókè PIC 456 tó ní àlékún DHA, èyí tó ń ṣàtìlẹ́yìn ìdàgbàsókè ọpọlọ tó jí pépé fi kún àwọn èròjà ìṣaralóore fún àwọn ọmọ mi.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Dàgbà kó lágbára kó sì jáfáfá pẹ̀lú mílìkì ìdàgbàsókè PIC 456 lójoojúmọ́.
In 2015, at this same venue, Senator Folarin was in front of a PDP logo. Me, I was in front of a PDP logo. So, political parties will come and go. Please, don't kill yourself because of any politician, not because of me or Senator Folarin or any one of us. That political parties will come and go, but it and will remain. Thank you.
State Affairs with Edmund Obilo is live.
Splash FM 105.5.
Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State is on State Affairs. On the front page of the Saturday Tribune, Supreme Court blasts Buhari over old Naira note. Mr. Governor, what do you think? Supreme Court blasts Buhari over old Naira note. Do you blast Buhari too?
Well, what I'll say basically is that, democracy is supposed to ensure that nobody has absolute power. In Oyo State here, for instance, I have the State Assembly, to approve the budget, to approve certain things. If we want to change the law, if we want to change how to implement certain things, you have the State Assembly to do that. So, where once certain people's power, where it stops, that is where the others' powers will start from.
Did Buhari overreach his power?
I felt first the president was, misinformed, misdirected, because nobody is against, the Naira redesign. What we're saying is first, the timing. Why do you have to do it, very close to a general election? What are you trying to do? And also, why are you so rigid, about the timing itself? If you say, look, people should exchange their old notes within 3 months, what happens if you do it within 6 months or even a year, just like the Supreme Court have ruled now? So I really feel that we shouldn't have taken our people through this kind of pain.
They are still going through the pain.
In the first instance. Yes, severally I wanted to stop my campaign because, you're driving through the streets and our message out to the people, has always been, look, we want to serve you. We want to ensure that we make our environment better. We look forward to making sure that you reduce pressure on our people. But I'm going out to campaign, and then at every bank along the road, you see so many people, minimum 200, 250, right in front of ATM machine. And then at some point, I really felt, look, what exactly are we campaigning for? Let's just go home. But some of our leaders, prevailed on me and said, look, by us even going out and preaching our message of hope, to the people, at least even if they are going through, that difficulty at that particular time, but just seeing that hope that tomorrow, there's an opportunity for a new beginning, that actually may help them. We shouldn't have gone through this.
Did it affect you personally? Was the governor looking for cash at any point?
Yes, as the governor, you think I have, or I should have cash with me. Of course, I didn't have any. I saw people, they came in front of my house, looking for what to eat, looking for, cash to just go out there and buy things. And also you have a market.
Did you give them cash?
You have a market women, selling perishable goods, tomatoes, pepper. And if they don't sell today, by tomorrow, or the next tomorrow, it's a complete loss to them.
Mr. Governor, I went to jail on Thursday. I wanted to buy banana. She was ready to sell. I said, I will transfer. She said, no way. That she's not going to accept. That previous transfers did not reflect. And I said, this banana will go bad by the next day.
Yeah. That is exactly what our people went through. And we had an engagement with the president and the governor of the central bank. We made some of those positions, clear to our people. And remember also, we've actually gone through a similar situation in Oyo State during the COVID period. We went for the National Economic Council meeting, and they all said in that meeting that, look, mandatorily, we should go and lock down our state. And I said, look, I cannot lock down Oyo State because I know people here that what they will sell today, is what will determine whether they will be able to eat this night or tomorrow morning. So how do we deal with such a situation? How much palliatives, can you take and give to these people? That will be enough. So we argued back and forth, and eventually they agreed that rather than mandatory, let it be voluntary lockdown. If you think your state require a lockdown, then you can lock it down. And we decided in Oyo State that we will not lock down this place. And it has helped us economically because some of the states that locked down forcefully at that time, they are still suffering the impact of the economic impact of that decision.
Some questions are here. Fatoki Benji saying, what would you do to 7 Up Road? 7 Up Road is crying for attention.
Yes, not only 7 Up Road that is crying for attention. When I passed through that road a few weeks ago, that bridge from the junction, the bridge was a major bottleneck. I stopped out there. I'm an engineer, and I looked at what we have, and we directed an immediate fix, of that road, and it has been done. Unfortunately, fortunately, Senator Falari lives around that axis, so I've been able to help him debottleneck, so it doesn't go through.
You are talking about Oluyole Bridge.
Yes, that's Oluyole Bridge.
I was going to complain to you, Mr. Governor. You did a good work on that bridge, but I was sad when I went to inspect the bridge. After fixing the bridge, about just 5 meters after the bridge, there were potholes. They refused to fix it. 5 meters before the bridge, potholes, they left it. I wonder why.
Well, okay. In Yoruba land, they say if one tree, if it falls on top of the other tree, you first of all take the one on top. That one on top is fixing the bridge itself.
Yes.
That has been fixed, and the others will follow. So I was going to say to the gentleman that sent that question to you that, look, government resources are limited. So you have to, the deficit, the infrastructure deficit that we have to deal with is quite huge, and we have to keep fixing it. But the good news is that under Omituntun 2.0, that 7 Up road, to link it all the way through to Akala Way, is part of what we intend to do.
So I should tell Fatoki that Omituntun 2.0.
He should exercise his franchise, vote PDP all the way on Saturday. Vote the governor and the House of Assembly, so that when I take the budget to the House later this year, they will be able to give all the approvals that are necessary, to fix it.
Olufemi Sampson says, what is the fate of casual workers of tertiary institutions in Oyo State that has been there for many years, and the governor hasn't looked at their side for almost 4 years?
They have been there for how long? I mean, this administration should be given enough credit for even going ahead to open the books, going ahead to say, look, if people have been unjustly treated in the past, all the way back to 2011, we took those people back, at least the ones that we saw that they were unjustly treated. We have been taking them back. And in terms of the casual workers in the tertiary institutions, they have a governing council. Everything people think, is the governor that must, fix this and fix that. You have processes. So the governing council and the people running those higher institutions, it is their bit. If they need any approval from me, let them bring it, and we will give the necessary approvals to them.
Digiola is on Twitter. He says workers are being paid their salary promptly. Promotion, training, and other welfare packages are intact. How is our darling governor achieving this landmark achievement without neglecting any sector?
Well, it is basically one money. We we have been putting in the hard work required in terms of planning for what we have to do and pacing ourselves, adequately. But also a major shift for this administration, at least I can say that corruption is almost to the barest minimum. Because what we've seen in the past is that if the man running everything, if they know, and nothing is hidden, let people not deceive themselves that, I can call somebody to the corner, do a deal with him, and then it's between me and the person. No. We know that nothing is hidden. So if the man running the government itself is not collecting 10% or 5% or 2% from anybody, then down the line, people will know they have to do their work. And this is an administration that set up Oyo State Anti-Corruption Agency, because we want Oyo State people to have value and money. And it has reduced wastages, corruption to the minimum, and that is why we're able to achieve regular payment of salaries, regular payment of leave bonuses, promotion. And remember, when we came in, we did not just face payment of salary issues alone. Minimum wage, the negotiation was within a month, within a few months of our coming in. The first salary bill that I signed was about 4.5, 4.7 billion. But remember also that the previous administration, at the eve of their departure, what they've been paying the tertiary institutions as a subvention, they moved it from, I think, about 50% to 100%. That added 1 billion naira to the wage bill. And they said, okay, we've set some traps, for the incoming administration. Okay. They thought we were going to stop it. No, we didn't stop it. So the next month, immediately the next month, that is, I paid the salary for May 2019. This salary for June 2019 went from 4.7 billion to 5.7 billion because the 100% subvention, kicked in. And after that, we negotiated the minimum wage and consequential adjustment, backlog of promotion, backlog of leave bonuses, and now, today, the wage bill is about 7.1, 7.2 billion monthly, and the allocation from FAC has remained between 4.8, 4.9 to I think the highest we have received was about 8 billion. So thankfully, we've been able to expand our economy. Our IGR has gone up from 1.8, 1.9 billion monthly when we came in to an average of 3.5 billion monthly. So, and we achieved that without raising taxes on anybody.
So, federal allocation averagely 4 billion.
4.5, yeah.
Then internally generated revenue, 3 billion.
3.5 now, yeah.
Okay, we're talking about 8 billion.
Yes.
And salary and wages, about 7 billion.
7.1.
So how are you constructing the roads? How are you fixing the stadium? Where are you getting the money from?
We've been creative, we brought in alternative project funding, APFA, to this state. We go out there and say to people that, look, if you want to invest in Oyo State, we're stable economically. And if you bring in your money, rather than pay you 30%, for you to start the project, you use your money to start the project. When you attain, let's say 20%, then we'll pay 10%, and then the balance will spread, on a monthly basis. Some months we pay 200 million, some months we pay, 500 million. So through that approach, we've been able to do certain things. But
are you not taking loans?
It's not. We have a mix of, and the report is out there. How much loan we took, when we came in.
How much loan have you taken so far?
I believe about 50 billion thereabouts. That's the basically a CBN loan for infrastructure development, and that's the major loan that
50 billion.
Yeah,
is that what you are using to fund Fashola?
No, quite not really. The 50 billion we allocated to first part of the airport road dualization. Also, part of it we allocated to the interchanges on the circular road. Yeah. Why? You have to take certain decisions on the go. The circular road was given out by the previous administration. He said it was concession, but the work that went out there for 4 years, if they go at that pace, they won't complete that road in 50 years. So we said, look, this is a road that is of economic importance to us. Yes, concession is the route to go. They got that right. But you have to, when you concession, you don't concession to your friends, you don't concession to people without capacity. So for us, while we're looking for people with capacity, for concessioning of the road, we decided that, look, even if we get, because that road, that 110 kilometer stretch, plus the bridges, interchanges, will cost us about 3 to 400 billion naira. And the government cannot afford it. So you have to look for investors, to bring their money, toll the road, have proceeds, from tolling, and also have proceeds from the real estate piece, surrounding the road. So while we're waiting for an investor, we decided that, look, we might as well start doing something on our own. And we capped our investments in there at 10%. So we looked for 10% of that 300 billion, which is about 30 billion. And that was a part of the 50 billion we got from the CBN. Said, look, start fixing the interchanges, the bridges, hard work and asphalt. That is the easiest part of any road construction.
Why are the investors not coming? Is that project viable for an investor?
The project is viable. We actually got an investor. They came in, but for me, we give you targets because we are talking about accelerated development of Oyo State. We give you targets. We don't have that temperament where we're going back and forth. So as soon as these people, they were not able to meet the first two targets we gave to them, we terminated it and said, look, we should look further. A few things that we noticed, in that agreement, we try to cure so that we can attract the right type of people. And it's still open. If you have any investor, maybe from anywhere, India, US, and all of that. But let me also say this. because of what we've been able to achieve in Oyo State in terms of transparency, in terms of, real development. Now people are coming. The French government came to Oyo State and gave us a loan, to upgrade our healthcare facilities, about 50 million euros. The very first time that you're having the treasury of the French government, giving money directly to a state or a country.
We're talking about healthcare.
Yes, in that bucket, they were going to spend 120 million euros in Africa. And Oyo State, not Nigeria, Oyo State was able to attract 50 million out of that 120. The rest they shared to countries.
Was that why
Africa.
you traveled to France at some point?
Well, yes, I was in France actually a couple of times. I went there also to promote agribusiness because the French government, they are working with us, to develop the farmers' market at Akufo. So that is almost at an advanced stage. So when we went to visit the Minister of Finance, because it's a foreign loan, there's no way you will, sign up on it without Federal Executive Council's approval, without the federal government's approval, without DMO's approval. So we went there. I went personally with the French people, and the Minister for Finance said, look, they were going to share this money to a few states in Nigeria, and because they couldn't believe that one to get that kind of a facility is at 0.09%. We won't pay anything.
Over how many years?
Over 40 years, with a moratorium of 15 years.
Some would say you are taking loans for children unborn.
Moratorium of, moratorium of 15 years, right? What you should be able to see without anybody even telling you is that this is almost like a grant. And they will not give you a grant if they don't think you will utilize it.
But we are going to pay back. It's not a grant. It's a loan.
There's out there, there's a portion of it that says it can be converted. They reserve the right to convert it into a grant. But let's even now say it is a loan. If you expand your economy, I ran a company privately from zero, and the company, well, I may not know their situation right now because
Are you sure?
it's in a blind trust. But up until when I took office as the oath of office as the governor of Oyo State, at least that company from zero, they've done a business close to 750-800 million US dollars.
Huge.
So you should know that I have a very clear understanding of, how to expand or have economic benefits, from such an arrangement.
Your governor, Seyi Makinde, is on state affairs. After this break, I'll open the lines so that you speak with your governor. Don't go away.
State Affairs with Edmund Obilo is live.
Splash FM 105.5.
ọjọ́ kọkànlá oṣù kẹtẹkẹtìrì lètò ìdìbò gómìnà ó wáyé tí ọlọ́lá jùlọ gómìnà Seyi Makinde náà máa díje dupò fún sáà kejì lórí àpèrè gẹ́gẹ́ bí gómìnà. lọ́yọ́ gómìnà Ṣèyí Mákindé ṣèlérí omi tuntun ọ̀wọ́jà omi tuntun 1.0 tó di ẹ̀ka ètò ọrọ̀ ajé fún òtótó bílíọ̀nù mẹ́rìndínlọ́gbọ̀n náírà àtúnṣe àti kíkọ́ iléeṣẹ́ okòwò àgbẹ̀ Fáṣọlá ìsọdọ̀tun àwọn iléeṣẹ́ ìjọba tí ò ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ àtúnṣe pápá ìṣeré Lẹ́kan Sàlámì tó wà ládàmọ̀sígbà nílùú Ìbàdàn àti ṣe àwọn ojú ọ̀nà tó tó kìlómítà 500 ní ìpínlẹ̀ yìí kíkọ́ ibùdókọ̀ Challenge àti Ọjọ́ kíkọ́ ibi tí wọ́n máa tọ́jú epo ọkọ̀ òfurufú ní pápákọ̀ òfurufú Ìbàdàn kíkọ́ àwọn agboolé ìgbàlódé ọlọ́kan òjọ̀kan ní ìpínlẹ̀ yìí kọ́ fífiná sí àwọn ojú ọ̀nà tí kìlómítà rẹ̀ jẹ́ 300 níye náà wà ń bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ohun àmúṣagbára iná tó ń lo ìtànsán. ṣé ẹ ti ṣetán fún 2.0 ẹ dìbò fún Ṣèyí Báyọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí gómìnà àti igbákejì gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ omi tuntun 2.0 PDP power.
When I wake up in the morning, I need something to help me start my day. Start my day. Pick 4, 5, 6 has DHA. It helps my brain to grow. It helps me to be smart. Oh, my own milk. Pick 4, 5, 6, yeah.
La 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 la.
Ìyá ọlọ́gbọ́n. Èwo lẹ̀ ń ṣe?
Mo ń ṣe oúnjẹ òwúrọ̀ pẹ̀lú mílìkì ìdàgbàsókè PIC 456.
Oúnjẹ òwúrọ̀ pẹ̀lú mílìkì ìdàgbàsókè PIC 456 kẹ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ó ní àlékún DHA èyí tó ń ṣe àtìlẹ́yìn ìdàgbàsókè ọpọlọ tó jí pépé. Bákan náà ló tún ní káṣíọ̀mù, fítámì àti onígá ńlá protein láti mú àwọn ọmọ rẹ dàgbà kí wọ́n sì lágbára.
Mo fẹ́ràn ẹ̀. Màá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fi mílìkì ìdàgbàsókè PIC 456 tó ní àlékún DHA èyí tó ń ṣàtìlẹ́yìn ìdàgbàsókè ọpọlọ tó jí pépé fi kún àwọn èròjà ìṣaralóore fún àwọn ọmọ mi.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Dàgbà kó lágbára kó sì jáfáfá pẹ̀lú mílìkì ìdàgbàsókè PIC 456 lójoojúmọ́.
méjìlélógún mẹ́tàlélógún mẹ́rìnlélógún 4+4 = 8 mẹ́ẹ̀ẹ́dọ́gbọ̀n mẹ́rìndínlọ́gbọ̀n.
èwo lẹ wá ń kà bí alájọsọmọlú báyìí.
o mọ wò mí rántí ẹ ọjọ́ díẹ̀ ló kù táwọn ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ka ọdún mẹ́rin mí inú tẹ̀síwájú.
òun náà ló wá jẹ lógún tó báyìí.
kò ní jẹ mí lógún kẹ ṣé wọn ò mọ̀ pé ntẹ́yẹ bá jẹlẹ yẹn ń gbé fò ni ẹni abá dìbò yẹn lónìí ni ó sọ bóyá rí nǹkan àbá ní nǹkan kan. ṣèyí lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ni 4+4 = 8 èmi ó ṣèyí èmi ó là bá a ṣe ń dìfẹ́ engineer Ṣèyí Mákindé láwọn dì fún Báyọ̀ Lawal. wọn náà ti ta ni wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe.
ta ni ò bá tún jẹ́ èmi náà ti ṣèyí mo ti la.
dìbò fún lọ síwájú dìbò fún oríire dìbò rẹ fún engineer Ṣèyí Mákindé àti Báyọ̀ Lawal lábẹ́ àbúradà ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú People's Democratic Party PDP kí lọ síwájú ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ tún péye àmọ́ sí i. ẹ dìbò fún dàgbàsókè ètò ọrọ̀ ajé ètò ẹ̀kọ́ tó yanrantí ètò ìlera tó péye ètò ààbò tó múlẹ̀ mélòó gan láwùkà nínú ẹ̀yìn adípèlé Ṣèyí kó sóúnjọ́ mọ̀ báṣẹ̀ rẹ lọ Ṣèyí Lawal èmi ti ṣèyí èmi ti là. Honorable Adéṣọ̀kan Olúwatóbi tí ẹkùn Ìbàdàn North East Local Government lónìí.
ká dìbò fún Ṣèyí kálá.
Do you know that you have the right to
Everybody getting time, I no go lose faith. As I dey hustle every day, I no dey look face. Cause I know say one day I go make up. Yes, I know say one day I go blow. We move, we move, we move, we move, we move. We move, we move, we move, we move, we move. Yeah, yeah. Cause I know say one day I go make up. Yes, I know say one day I go blow.
Turn fear into victory. What are we doing today?
Àkíyèsí pàtàkì fáwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ pàápàá jùlọ àwa olùkọ́ mo fẹ́ rán wa létí pé bíjọba tí ọ̀dà bá wà lórí oyè olùkọ́ àti òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba tó kù ni wọ́n àforí kó jù ṣe rántí pé bíjọba ti ń bẹ lóróyè ọba ṣe dáadáa pẹ̀lú òṣìṣẹ́ ara gan ìsábà di aráàlú torí bówó láti ọwọ́ òṣìṣẹ́ bá ń tún gbà ṣe àwọn látọwọ́ ẹni tí ò rówó oṣù gbà ṣe tùgbà ká ìdí gangan rèé tọrọ ìṣèjọba ti ń bẹ lóde ìfikọ́tọ̀ lórí tẹlẹmù ẹ̀yin òṣìṣẹ́ gbogbo ẹja kíyèsára lórí gbogbo tí ń ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin àwọn olóṣèlú ìpàdé tàbí ìkùnsínú láàrin wọn ọkàn wa ẹ̀fọ́ṣèlú lẹ́fọ́lóṣèlú ẹ jẹ́ ká wọ mójútó bí n tó ń da ọ̀sẹ̀ ní ìbàjẹ́ láéláé ìjọba Ṣèyí Mákindé tó mú ìtura bá gbogbo wa àti àwọn tó rọgbà yìí wá ká gbọ́dọ̀ tẹ̀síwájú lágbára Olódùmarè ṣùgbọ́n mo fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ pé ìfẹ́ àti àdúrà nìkan kọ́ ni ó ṣe é ẹja túyàyà ká túyàyà tó bá dọjọ́ 11 oṣù yìí láti lọ́ọ́ fi ìbò wa gbé gómìnà olóríire wọlé lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí torí pé Ṣèyí tó ti ṣèyí fún wa ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ báwa náà bá ṣe inú fún kò tí ì burú rárá tó bá wá rí bẹ́ẹ̀ Ṣèyí Mákindé ni gómìnà wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí lágbára Olódùmarè ẹgbẹ́ PDP alábùradà látẹ̀ka wa fún nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ tí a ń bí omi tọ́tọ́ tá a ti mú nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ kò ní rú mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́ láṣì Olódùmarè.
To make it stay golden, golden on, so special to us.
It's another call to spend quality worship time in God's presence this Sunday at the Foursquare Gospel Church, Shalom Street, Ibadan. Let's come together to lift the name of God high as He fills our lives with blessings and set us free from every form of oppression, sickness, challenge, and lack. We will be glad to have you join our churches across the district for this Sunday service. The zonal headquarters under the district are Shalom Zone, All Motors Compound, Odife Road, Bethel Zone, Akinbade Street, Mato, Iwo Road Zone, at number 2, Doibule, off Podekumapai Close, Iwo Road, Bashorun Zone, Plot 4, Akeke Layout, or Jeleye Street, off Podewasini, Bashorun. From zonal headquarters, you can link other churches across the zone. For more inquiries, please contact the district overseer on 0803 506 1261. 0803 506 1261. Make it a date with the Lord Jesus Christ this Sunday. God bless you as you come.
Odùduwà agègèrè ọ̀gọ́dúnlẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ tí bàbá mi nù pẹ̀ ó kò ṣe sàràsà nígbà tó ráwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ tí wọ́n ń forí adé sin ẹgbẹ́ wọn tó rọrùn lẹ̀kẹ̀ tó wá dìwọ̀ fa ẹlòmíì nínú òkúta àyọ̀dá ọgbà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bàbá ránṣẹ́ sí Ṣèyí Mákindé ó ní mọ̀mọ́ṣẹ́ tó ṣe nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ lóòótọ́ 3,000 owó ọmọ sùkúù tó kọ́kọ́ parẹ́ gbogbo òṣìṣẹ́ ọba ní gbowó oṣù lọ 25 àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ fẹ̀yìntì ò ní gbàgbé orin tó ṣe wọ́n gbogbo títì tó là ní mo rí LAUTECH tó gbà padà fún ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ gbogbo ilé ìwòsàn alábọ́dé tó sọ di tuntun lásìkò kófíìdì ò jẹ́bi ọ̀pá wọn nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ọ̀kárí ọmọ akin àmọ́ òkùnṣẹ́ kan tó jẹ́ o ìjàgbára ni bó bá rí bẹ́ẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ o ibi ẹ wà ní Ṣèyí lọ ní o ẹ wá mú jẹ́ ká fi di gbójú olóore o lọ́jọ́ sátidé ọjọ́ 11 oṣù tá a wà yìí Ṣèyí Mákindé náà dìbò fún o àti gbogbo àwọn ọmọlẹ́gbẹ̀mọ aṣòfin lábẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ ọlọ́mùrẹ́là PDP kí iṣẹ́ retí ń ṣe é lọ kó lè bá a tẹ̀síwájú PDP power.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste it and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo 3-in-1 milky and creamy for you. It's so milky. I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids the new Milo 3-in-1. Milky and creamy. It's truly milky. It contains calcium to help your champ win every day. Milo, energy to go further. Milo.
Splash FM 105.5.
State Affairs with Edmund Obilo is live.
All right. The elections are coming up on the 11th of March, 2023. So we invited the governor to present him to you. Talk to your governor. I want you to ask the questions. What do you want from your governor? Ask him. 080-915-510-55. 080-569-98678. 694 930 00. So, speak to your governor. Hello. Good morning. 080 915 510 55. 080 569 98678.
Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Sulaiman Sharif calling from Manara. Are you with me?
Make your point.
According to what the governor normally said, that where route moves, development follows. My question is about the ongoing project in Olohun Shogo to Dagbolu. I hope, Edmund, are you with me?
I'm with you.
You know, that road was abandoned for many years. And during the previous government, they used to call us Egidi because some of our senators that are representing us, they said that project belongs to federal government project. Now the state government is doing it. But there's one drainage around Oberitoya, one bridge. And our governor, he promised that bridge will be fixed before the end of this March. I want to, maybe you should help us to shed more light to it. And I give kudos to him that he don't forget us in our local government as a whole. And I pray, Almighty God is our desire. That's my own take. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Governor, the ball is in your court.
Yeah, the road is actually being fixed right now. I passed through the place during my campaign maybe 10 days or so ago, and the bridge has also been fixed and open open to traffic. So you see that dualized portion, we've even increased that portion because when we came in, I remember the people from that area, they protested, they didn't want just a single lane passing through that place because of the volume of traffic. Let me use this opportunity to thank the people in that area for their cooperation. So for, they gave us, they said, look, come demolish all these buildings. And they did not ask for any compensation. They just want to see development in their neighborhood. And let me say that the pace of work is acceptable to us. The quality is also acceptable to us. But just be vigilant. It is your money. It is your state money, that is being used to fix that place. So if you see anything that the contractor is not doing well, let us know and we will address it.
The lines are open. Speak with your governor. That is why he's here. Have an engagement with your governor. Speak to him. The elections are here. What do you want from your governor? He's talking about Omitu 2.0. What does that mean? Speak to the governor.
Well, Edmund, I've actually been all over the place campaigning, engaging the people, talking to them. I've spent a lot of time, to do that. And no candidate, has actually done what we've done. Rather, they've been hiding all over the place, saying we only do our own campaign at night, and then who they are engaging with, we don't even know. So I can give you the assurance that the people are aware of what Omitun 2.0 is all about.
All right, somebody wants to speak with the governor. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. My name is Idris. I'm calling from...
All right.
Yes, sir. Please, sir, my question goes to the governor that what a governor wants to do for all those Kekena along gate, going to Academy Road, OJ, that are blocking the road. What governor is going to do for us, for the community and all your state people to make the road free for us. Please, what governor is going to do about this? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, sorry, I didn't get your name, but you said you're from Akobo, but I'm sure that one way or the other you must be passing through the Akobo bridge. It wasn't there when we came in, and even the dualization from Idiakwe all the way to Ojuri, Akobo Ojuri, and the army barracks. This administration, did all of that, and we have debottlenecked that place. We've debottlenecked the place, and if you look at Omituntun 2.0, at the back of it, we mention the rule of law. If you've actually gone through the document, you see a section on the rule of law. I've seen people drive against the traffic. Even severally, I will stop with my convoy and tell them to turn the people back, to go take the right path.
You don't arrest them.
No, it is actually not something that is peculiar to Oyo State. Try and drive, from Lagos towards Ibadan. By the time you get to Mowe, all the way to Redemption Camp, the road has been expanded, but you still see people driving against traffic,
because there's no sanction.
If you on the airport road in Abuja, coming from the airport, I've seen people on that good luck Sheikh Musa Yaradua express road. I've seen people, Okada drive against traffic. It's a national.
Is it that the people are behaving like their leaders?
No, it's the national menace. But let me say this: under Omitutu 2.0, you will have an Oyo State where enforcement of the rule of law, will be given adequate attention.
I'm waiting.
Yes, you and I privately, we've discussed this chaotic traffic situation. And I said, look, if you're in a hole, the first thing you need to do is to stop digging. We've stopped digging. People may criticize the pace and all of that. But if you have to solve a problem and solve it in a way that it will endure, then there's no quick way around it. You have to put in all the hard work that is required. Look at the road from Gates all the way through the underpass at Onipepe, to pass through the airport and to Adigbai. We are making that road, we've expanded it, and then we cannot get the full benefit of it until we do the junction improvement at Gate itself.
When?
Well, the main road itself is being fixed. They've completed the underpass, and if you go from where we commissioned the airport road yesterday, you will see that the hard work has actually moved from that place almost to the end of that road. So once you complete that, then because your resources, they are limited, you have to pace yourself. Once you start doing something, too many things at the same time, then you end up not completing any. For us, I will always say this. People may say, okay, but we've had this before. This is an administration that started a 65-kilometer road project, and within 18 months, we were done.
Are you talking about saying?
Yeah, about money I saying. Now, this airport road, the one that we commissioned yesterday, we started it, I believe, February 2022, We awarded it late 2021, November thereabout, and the contractor actively moved to site February 2022, and the road is commissioned yesterday. So exactly 1 year. So this is we are an administration that we don't joke around, or tell people what we don't want to do or mislead our people. No. So rule of law will come in because you need also resources, to for enforcement. You need resources for enforcement. You need actual boots on ground, and it is part of
be on ground.
Yeah, it is part of our planning. And my vision of Oyo State, which will be realized over the next 4 years, is a state that will stand out amongst the committee of states in Nigeria, where people know when you come to Oyo State, you will have repercussion for bad behavior.
That has been my number one argument whenever I have the opportunity to see you. Let's tame the chaos in Ibadan. And you are promising that come Omitutu 2.0, we are fine.
No, go again and check the document. I mean, we put it in there because we realized it's a challenge. And our people, let me say this, our people, they are generally easygoing. They are generally willing and able to comply with rules and regulations, But all sort of people are coming, into this state, mingling with our people, and that is a part of the price that we have to pay for development.
Mr. Governor, this is beautiful. The area view of Akobo Bridge. See, it's so beautiful. You see it?
Yeah. This is at night.
Yes.
Even during the day, it's not less beautiful. It's
while we were shooting this area view, I guess it's okay, but it can't be this beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, look at the day. Look at the daylight. You can see.
Yeah, daylight is also like this. But also, let me say this, Edmund. You haven't seen anything yet.
I've not seen anything yet.
No, because we have. What you see here is just like a miniature picture of what the circular road is going to look like. And that is a 110-kilometer radius. The 32-kilometer portion of it, we're not joking. If you're going towards Ife, you can see the interchange in that place is almost done. If you're coming from Lagos at the very close to the Technical University, piling has almost been completely done out there. So what you're seeing in here, you will see it within 18 months of the beginning of Omitutu 2.0 on the 32-kilometer span, the one that we're...
Look at the way you sound, Mr. Governor, as if you have won the election already.
Well, I know what the people of Oyo State, what they're going to do. And quite frankly, there is no contest because Oyo State, over this past 3+ years, has been socially stable. People know that on the 25th of every month, the civil servant will receive their salary. And we have been consistent. When we started, they said, the last one we did made 45 months continuously. And in the past 3+ years also, Oyo State has been politically enlightened. And there's no other way to prove that enlightenment than the result of this of last Saturday's presidential election. The people were given 3 ballot papers at the same time. And the difference between PDP and APC at the presidential level was about 267,000 votes. But at the senatorial level, that became 37,000. And it's even tighter at the House of Reps level. We won some of House of Reps seats. 4 has been declared in our favor. 1 inconclusive, 2 inconclusive. 1 we're leading, the other one APC is leading. So Oyo State, now we are politically enlightened. And also Oyo State, now the past 3+ years, we've been able to bring economic prosperity to Oyo State. That is why every weekend you cannot get an hotel room to book here. And Oyo State, they are saying it loud and clear that never again are you going to have Jagba politics. No. Oyo State of today, we have to, in the next 4 years, I will be rotating out. After these 4 years, I'm going out of this state. And what are we going to have? We're going to have worthy successor. So for me, at this point, is to say, look, Oyo State people, they have absolute trust in me, not only to extend the social, political, and economic situation that we are currently enjoying, but to also look for people, develop people that will succeed us, that will ensure that Oyo State is an oasis of development in Nigeria. I know that is what they expect me to do. So I'm not even talking about me and this Saturday's election. I'm talking about, Oyo State over the next 15, 20 years, what will happen?
I remember visiting you in your office, and there was a project you talked about, Akinyele New City.
Yes, Ilutuntu.
Yes, you sent me a video, and when I looked at that video, I kept smiling. I said, beautiful, well done. How far? When is that city coming up?
Well, I think we've paid some compensation to the people in Akinyele. The design is almost completely done, and I thought under Omitutu 1.0 that even if it's a boulevard, I will build. I mean, look at Abuja. Abuja, they started about 1976, 77, thereabout. They did not move the seat of government to that place until 1990. I think it was after the Oka coup that the president then, Babangida, relocated the seat of government to Abuja. So this is not a project that will be completed in 2 years or 3 years. It's a new central business district for Ibadan. The building blocks are already coming together. You have the site for the dry port in there. You have the rail terminal out there. You have the circular road going in there. You have already done the Moniya to Isenyi Road. And you also have our application to the federal government to give us, that stretch of road from Ojo all the way to Akinyele interchange. So all the things, all the major ingredients, to make that place Ilutuntu a reality, they're already coming together. And I can give you the assurance that we will break the ground, for construction, I believe, within a year.
The area view of Ibadan is ugly. how many skyscrapers are we going to have around there?
You will?
Ibadan is too... Let Ibadan be too... Mr. Governor, you understand?
No, just you
know what I mean.
Calm down, Edmund.
I'm coming down.
You see, this is my vision, of a new Ibadan. If you come to the photo gallery at the Secretariat, behind it we have the picture of Dugbe. The only skyscraper still standing out there was built 1959, House. And that same skyscraper came before the first skyscraper in the state of Israel. And today, when we visited Israel, I believe last year, they showed me that their own skyscraper was built and commissioned in 1965, 6 years after ours. And now, for just Tel Aviv alone, you have close to 1,000 skyscrapers.
It talks about the viability of their economy.
Yes. So our problem is that people think, government should be the major spender. No, you have to attract private investors, private money. But for you to do that, there are certain things that they will have to see. And thankfully, in Oyo State, we are getting there. That is why a lot of people, are flocking into this state.
Speak to your governor. The lines are open. 080-915-510-55. Hello.
Hello, good morning, sir, Mr. Governor. My name is Tolulope Olaviji. I'm calling from Ibadan. Can I go on?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mr. Governor, please, we want to beg on behalf of the part-time lecturers that are professionals. Please, don't leave the polarization to the school. We voted for you, and we will do that again and again because we believe you are focused and a governor and leader. Please, we are begging you. Don't listen to the... We know how much you've done for TESCOM, Sugar and others. Please, we are professionals. Please, we beg you. We've made some attempts to see you, we could not. Please. And so many things are afraid to me. You. We are common citizens. We are not politicians. But we believe in your administration. Please.
Okay, thank you so much, Madam Tolulope Oladiji. And let me thank you for letting me know that you will vote for me over and over and over again. But constitutionally, I think after this Saturday's election, constitutionally, I cannot come to be governor of Oyo State. And I already told people I'm not going to any Senate. I will not go and waste precious time after living here to say I'll retire to the Senate. No, I will stay here in Oyo State and keep contributing. So
you might also build a skyscraper. Because you are a billionaire. You should after your term, you should build a skyscraper in Akinyele.
Well, I
hear some of them criticize you that you have not built anything here.
Okay, let me say this. I'll get back to that, Edmund. I will get back to that. So I've heard you, Madam, about the part-time lecturers, and let me give you the assurance that just as you've suggested, I will personally intervene and see what we can do regarding the part-time lecturers. Now, Edmund, you said I've not built anything here.
Yes.
Okay. I left the University of Lagos in 1990. I went to Port Harcourt. I was operating within the oil and gas industry. And I started out as a business person 7 years later, 1997. I had a deal, which was what I've showed to you. You came to my house and I showed to you the first purchase order that I got, as a business person. It was about $1 million at that time, 1997. I made some money out of it. And the first set of money that I made from that, I came back to Ibadan. I went to Bishop Phillips Academy and I built for them a block of 4 classrooms, equipped with computers. At that time, it was commissioned by Baba Lamadeshina, November 2000. So, it really doesn't matter where you're making your money from, whether from South Africa, from Europe. The fact that I did not forget my origin, I did not forget my root. The first set of money I made in my life, I brought it back to Ibadan. So the people claiming, look, I have an hotel in Ibadan. Let them tell me how much in real terms, are they contributing to the economy of Oyo State. If I open my mouth and I bring out taxes that people are paying here, I know if I go after them, they will say maybe it's a political witch hunt. So I left them to their conscience.
Why?
But
Mr. Governor,
under Omitutu 2.0,
you're always leaving them.
Under Omitutu, because some of them, if you want to take a decision, I mean, at the debate the other day, me and Senator Folari, we had an altercation, and he said, okay, I should take his file to the court and all of that. Yes, I can do that, but if I want to take decisions from where I sit, I want to see the benefit to Oyo State. What will it benefit me or Oyo State? If I put him in jail, what exactly will be the benefit? Or if the court finds him guilty and then he goes to jail on the account of, me going after him? No, I won't do that.
Mr. Governor, you have brought this subject. Let's go back to that debate.
Just because you're a governor does not give you the right to make irresponsible allegation. If you're the governor of the state, then charge him to court. I don't think a governor should get involved in beer parlor politics.
The file is with me.
Back to their Greek.
The file is here all me.
All right.
Thank you.
I challenge you.
What's in the file?